Alright, so we found a bug in with the smoke bug where you can see your teammates or some enemies in the smoke, and it's basically when when there's a Molotov that interacts with one or more wall or one or more sort of surface, and then a smoke pops, and for some reason it fails to detect that or fails to sort of block out everything. So I'll throw a Molotov against the wall there, and I'll throw it against my friend like that, and then you can see him in the smoke. You can replicate it over a few different walls, but it has to be like 2 or more walls. The best example of this, where it was really not necessarily exploited, but it did help, was on Dave's stream when he got 2K on Mirage. Got collateral through the smoke, so I'll throw the Molotov again and throw the smoke, and the person's, you can obviously see him straight through the smoke. That's an easy kill. You know exactly where he is. Very easy to re-replicate. The second one is when you throw a smoke down. And again, it's interacting with 2 or more walls, but it's a little harder to re-replicate because it depends on the circumstances of the smoke. So the smoke has lots of different settings. So as it begins to fade and it's in its final stages of fading, is when you need to throw it down. And it's hard to really detect when that is. But I got it right. There you go. You can see him through the, there you go. You can see him through the smoke, and it seems to be part of the sort of cycle. If you watch that, a smoke is always facing you. And it sort of moves around in a sort of circle. As you can see, it seems to be depending on which phase that circle is at, is dependent on how you re-replicate the smoke. So I also think this has something to do with the graphic settings of the user as well. So I'll show you my graphic settings. This is the same as my friend over here, Quality. His graphic setting, both the graphic settings, we have our shader quality on high. We originally had this on because it shows shadows, whereas before, if you don't have the shader quality on high, you can't see the shadows very well. And the other one is FXAA is enabled and everything else is on low. Brandon or Quality uses 1080p. I use 4:3. I use 1024 by 768, but that's obviously it's very circumstantial to the user. But again, you can re-replicate it. The Molotov one is the easiest one to re-replicate just by throwing it in the corner, and you can see everything that's in there. This one, again, a little harder to re-replicate, but nonetheless, you are able to replicate it over time. If you were to time it and you were to use this in a big game like I don't know, like a league final or a tournament final, then you would definitely have an advantage over your opponent. Could tilt around your way. It also seems that the best way to re-replicate it, as you can see, for a teammate, is the timing of when the little triangle above the head appears. So throw the smoke as that triangle appears. So just wait for it to go back into the smoke and wait for that triangle to appear. See the triangle appears, throw the smoke, you can see him. So if you were to time that, I don't know, it's like 3 or 4 seconds. That'd be when you replicate it. But that's about it. So we'll see you later.